my name is Gurgamesh, and today we'll be covering how to fit your Drake. Before we do this, we will cover a few of the strong points of the Drake for those of you who are just starting out in it. First off, the Drake makes for an amazing PvE ship. With proper fittings and skills, you can solo level 4 missions. Also, it makes for a fairly inexpensive as well as versatile PvP ship. Depending on your fit, you can fire from over 50 to 60 kilometers, or you can pump out some pretty serious DPS from under 20. The fit you use will depend on the situation you will be fighting in. For example, boss bashes and longer range engagements will use heavy missile fit Drakes, whereas gate camps and roaming gangs will more than likely use heavy assault missile Drakes. So now that you know what your Drake can do, we will cover a few of the fittings for your Drake. First off, we'll start with a PvE fit for all you high-sec mission runners. In your high slots, you will want 7 heavy missile launcher Tech 2s. In your mids, you will want 2 invulnerability field 2s, 1 photon scattering field, 2 large shield extender 2s, and a shield recharger. In your lows, you will want 3 shield power relay Tech 2s, 1 damage control 2. For rigs, you're going to want to use 3 medium core defense field purgers. These will give you much better regen. There's some argument over this, but I found that this works best. One of the advantages of this fit is that, again, it can solo level 4s with a 900 plus DPS passive tank while being cap stable. Depends on your skills. Unfortunately, you will only dish out around 300 to 400 DPS in a mission, so I would not advise using this as, say, a PvP ship or anything like that. And also, it may be better to upgrade to like a Tengu later on, but you need serious discs for that. Next, we are going to cover the long-range fit for the PvP Drake. In your high slots, you will want 7 heavy missile launcher Tech 2s and a Sino field generator. Keep it offline as you may not have enough CPU to online it all the time, but it's always nice to have for a hot drop. In your mid slots, you're going to want 2 large shield extender 2s, 2 invuln field 2s, 1 warp disruptor 2, and 1 YT8 overcharged micro warp drive. For your low slots, you will want 1 damage control 2, a ballistic control system, and 2 power diagnostics. These will boost your tank as well as your cap regen and power grid, allowing you to fit all the launchers and buffer that you will need. For your rigs, you're going to use 1 medium anti-EM screen reinforcer to compensate for your racial weaknesses, as well as 2 medium core defense field extenders. Both these rigs should be Tech 1, Tech 2 is completely impractical in PvP. This fit will make for a great bait ship while still pumping out some pretty decent DPS. Also, if you decide to online your Sino at the expense of a launcher, well, let's just say there will be plenty of fireworks when you jump the cap ships in. Be sure to tackle something, otherwise they'll all get away. The last fitting we'll be covering today, my personal favorite, is the close range Gank Drake. In your high slots, you will want to use 7 heavy assault missile launcher Tech 2s. In your mids, you will want 1 large shield extender 2, 2 invulnerability field 2s, 1 sensor booster Tech 2 with a scan resolution script, 1 YT8 overcharged micro warp drive, 1 warp disruptor 2. In your lows, you will want to use 1 damage control and 3 ballistic control systems. Like I said, this fit has a lot of DPS. It's really nasty. In your rigs, you will want to use 2 medium core defense field extender 1s and 1 medium anti-EM screen reinforcer. Again, you need to compensate for your racial weakness, which is EM in this case. This fit will do more than 1,000 meters per second, allowing you to keep your point on almost any target, as well as allow you to pin them down quickly before they can warp off. This fit, with good missile skills, will do more than 700 DPS, allowing you to cause some serious damage with your buddies. But don't sit on the gate too long. It might not have the passive regen required to tank the gate guns. I would like to give a shout out to Hazard Elvora for the intro for the Knights of Khador channel, as well as our profile picture. He is currently working for ISK and is open for business, so contact him if you need anything for your YouTube channels, and fly safe.